is up, you guys? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I will be doing a review for this mini dolly, the cheapest dolly you could ever find in the market. Now for those of you who don't know, dollies are very expensive. They could cost up to $1,000. Today I'm going to do a review for a dolly that costs less than $100. And if video footages like this and this or this is something that you think that is gonna improve your videos, then stay tuned. Now a few weeks back, I got a package. I got this dolly, and usually when I do an unboxing, I would just do the review immediately. However, I wanted to play with this dolly a little bit, and I've been playing with this dolly for like a week or two, and I'll just give you my straight up opinion for now. I love this. Now that's not saying that this is perfect. It's not. It has its ups and downs. But for the price and what you can do with this thing, impressive. Really impressive. So here is what you'll get in the box. Now right out of the box, you got this ball head joint. It comes with this little rubber here. You just remove this rubber, and it is a tripod mount. This rubber guard thing, don't underestimate it. It is very thoughtful because it actually protects your tripod head. So don't lose this rubber. Ball head joint. Loosen it up on this side, and it rotates like so. It also rotates this way, and once you tighten it up, everything should stay in place. We got the mini dolly itself, micro USB cables, standard, instruction manuals, Allen key, and this rubber ring thing. It is the spare tires for this rubber grip wheels. You can actually replace this rubber grips. So this mini motorized small little toy car has 4 buttons on the side, and over here is the micro USB port to charge. Now I would say charging may only take about 2 to 3 hours maximum. Again, it depends on how much you have used it. If you just used it a bit and then you charge it, it will be full immediately. But if you used it a lot, then I think it'll take about 2 hours to charge this thing. Next to the micro USB port here, there is a little LED light. When you switch it on, it turns blue. If you switch it off, the LED light will go off. If it's low battery, this LED light will start blinking red. Now when you charge it, the LED will display red. When it's fully charged, it'll turn blue again. Very simple, very straightforward. 4 buttons on the side here, an on button, a directional switch button, and a decrease and increase speed button here. The plus and minus. This dolly has 5 different speed. That's impressive. So if I were to put it here, this is speed number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gets faster. Now the one thing is, when you switching direction, it will stop. You gotta switch it on again, and then it'll change the direction. That's kind of weird though, but it still works. Switching direction is coming to me now. Now this is the fastest speed. Apparently this dolly can carry up to 4 kilos. I don't think any of my camera gear weighs more than 4 kilos. I've been using this dolly with the G7X a lot, and it works perfectly fine. I used it with the GoPro. It works amazing. Actually, the GoPro works better with this. Alright, let's do a test and see if it works with the DSLR. Okay, DSLR is in place. Let's start the power button. And let's go a bit faster. That's impressive. It's carrying my DSLR. Now this dolly works as it's supposed to do. It is supposed to work what it's meant to do. It basically does the job. Now so far I've only charged this dolly once, and I don't know how far it will go before the battery gets weak. I guess it's still working. Now I had a lot of fun playing with this over the last few weeks. When I went out with Vic and we ate, I put this on the table and then just let it run. But you have to keep looking at it because it might just fall off the table. Now while this dolly works perfectly and fine, there are some things that I don't like about it. And yeah. Now the one thing that you gotta take note is that it has to be on a flat ground. There is no other way to put this. You have to put it on a flat ground. And usually if you put it on the road with bumps, your footage is just gonna be jumpy. This is impressive. This is still going. You wanna hear the amount of noise this thing makes? At the lower speed, it doesn't make a lot of noise. But if you go up to the max speed at 5, To me, this isn't a deal breaker because I'll be using this mostly for B-rolls. So I'll just play background music with my footage. But it is something to take note of if you are planning to talk while this is moving. You might hear that little buzzing sound. This is the slowest speed. Now this is what's good about this dolly, is that if you're doing time-lapse, this is really cool because look how slow it's going. At this speed it goes, it works so good for time-lapse. Now of course, one of the downer is that it has to be on a flat surface, and most of the time a flat surface means you have to put it on the floor. There's not much elevation on that. What I do usually is that if I'm on the floor, I would put a slight elevation, which is this. This is an egg timer. And I'll put it up, and it has a tripod mount here and a tripod mount on the top. It can actually bring the camera higher up a bit so that it just doesn't look like it's on the ground all the time. And I said that I'll tell you why this works better with GoPro. GoPro has pretty good image stabilizer. While this is moving on the table or on the floor, there are little bumps, and you can actually feel that little bumps. If you use GoPro, you would feel this bump a lot lesser than if you were to use a compact camera or a DSLR. Because let's be honest, our tables are never really that flat. But if you're planning to do this a little bit more professional, then probably use a styrofoam sheet at the bottom so that it's softer and it moves slightly a bit smoother. Or just use a GoPro. GoPro works a lot better. If you look here, this you could change the direction. Basically, it could actually go in circles. Let's see. It's going in circles, guys. So yes, going in circles works. Now one plus point about this dolly is that they have 4 different mounts here. You can put a tripod mount at different areas to balance this. You won't have so much problem with smaller cameras and GoPro, but let's say if you have a DSLR, because DSLR, the lens is really big and it's heavy, putting it here might tilt the weight all the way here, so you might want to put it over here instead, then the weight is kind of balanced. It's these small little details that this goes into. Impressive, isn't it? So mounting this makes it a little higher, but this egg timer, imagine it rotates the camera while this is moving. How cool is that? I've yet to try it, but I will find a day mounting the camera on top of this, have the egg timer move while this move at the same time, and let's see. And I don't know how the video will turn out, but hopefully it's pretty cool. I mean, this is the good thing. You can get creative with this thing. That's the fun thing that I enjoy about filming gadgets, is that you can be creative with stuff like that. When I received this, there was something that I didn't know. Now I was charging this thing and then it was blinking red and blue. I didn't know what the hell was happening. It won't start. I thought I got a 40 piece. But now the models is on this side. Over on this side, there's actually a cap. You're supposed to rotate this cap and it actually opens up. This is like a secret. This is like top secret. This is like Indiana Jones or National Treasure, unveiling a treasure or a cipher. There's this spring here. Don't lose that spring. And the wheel comes off. And there's the battery. The battery is kept over here. Now what happens is that there was a little piece of sticker that was stuck on this battery. And that's why it didn't work. So when you get a new set, you have to do this to remove this little sticker here. There's nowhere in the instruction that says that you need to remove this. Oh no, actually there is a sticker on top here. Okay, well, stupid me. The only thing that I think that could improve in this is that if they have a remote. Having a remote, it's so much better than if I were to put my hand here and click. If the camera is rolling, if I have a remote and I can switch direction, or if I can do a turn. I mean, of course, having a remote, you get to change the speed. So for example, if I were to be recording right now, and in the middle, I decide to change the speed, I have to press this speed thing, which is gonna shake my camera and it's gonna disrupt the image. Whereas if I have a remote, then I wouldn't be touching this. All in all, I really enjoy this KingJoy motorized dolly. It's fun to use, it's small. The good thing is, dollies are usually that big. Carrying it around with you is gonna be a pain. If you carry this fits in your bag anytime. I feel like this is an awesome and affordable product. Obviously, you can fit your handphone in this. In order to fit your handphone, all you need to do is get something like that, a handphone mount, mount it on the tripod now. And you can put your phone on it and it works as well. Again, this dolly costs less than $100 and professional dollies cost like 1,000 plus. All I can say is that for the price you're paying for this is totally worth it. I enjoy this, I love this, and I had a lot of fun playing with this. If you want to buy this cheap dolly, I'll leave a link in the description below. But now it's time for me to go to Jewel and meet Vic, and we're gonna eat A&W, and hopefully we get to eat it this time. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and I will see you in the next one. You guys keep smiling. See ya! last time we were here at the Jewel, we couldn't do the A&W. Well, today we are gonna go and try and see if we can get some food in A&W. I think Victoria is already there, so let's see. Let's hope that we can have some A&W today. Back at the Jewel, and that's the tower. It's so beautiful here. That's the rain vortex. Alright, we are here. A&W is over there. Let's see. Oh, there's still a queue. But where's Vic? And the queue isn't that bad, guys. We are quite close. Thanks to her.
I always queue for you.
Yes. Vic, what are you playing?
Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends? Mobile Legends? Vic is really good at computer games. But not video games. She's really good at it. Wow, you level up, Vic.
Yes.
Well, we're nearly in. We are next in line. Alright, we got a seat here. How is it? Good?
I'm so hungry.
Vic, how was the A&W?
Great.
You enjoyed it?
Yes.
Like the food?
Yes.